Hello everybody, welcome back to Newegg TV. I'm Steve, and today joining me in the studio is a very special guest. We have Nick from ASUS.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm good, man. How you doing? Oh, let me just knock that box over while I'm talking to you.
There we go.
So ASUS, of course, has brought in a couple different wireless, well actually one wireless router and two different wireless adapters. And this is all 802.11ac related. Is that right, Nick?
Yeah, it is. So since 802.11ac is so new, we're kind of showcasing our whole family of 802.11ac devices.
Very cool.
To kind of keep up to date with all the new devices that are coming out, like the phones and the laptops and the computers and everything else that's 802.11ac integrated. So awesome. It's all going to start with the router being able to provide that to the clients, right?
Awesome. And then this is all AC 1900, right? That's
yeah.
basically, except maybe this one's AC 1200, and we'll mention a little bit more about this one in a moment. But bottom line is, for those who don't already know, AC 1900 uses the new Turbo QAM or CAM or QAM, however you'd like to say it, technology from Broadcom, which enables the N side of the band to get, instead of 150, up to 200 megabits per second. Is that right, Nick?
Correct, yeah. So per antenna, in the past you had three antenna routers on 802.11n that would do 450 megabits max. Mm-hmm. Since it was 3 antennas times 150, now it's up to 200 megabits per antenna. With 3 antennas, you're going to get 600 on the 2.4 gigahertz.
Excellent. And then you add that on to, I believe it's 450 per antenna for the AC side. Is that right? Giving you...
Yeah, it's going to be about, 433. About
433. Yeah. Adding math incorrectly in my head, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And that gives us a total of 1900 theoretical maximum throughput.
Yep, since you're going to get about 1300 on the AC side and about 600 on the 2.4 side, you're going to get for a total of AC 1900. So that's how you're going to see them advertised.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. So I know you wanted to start first with your router here. How do you want to start off with this one?
Yeah, let's just take a look at the unit itself. So this is the RT-AC68U. This is our current high-end router. And as you can see, it is a 3x3 solution, meaning that it has the 3 transmit and 3 receive antennas for up to 433 or approximately that, 433 megabits per antenna. Nice. So kind of sticking with the same design as kind of same black elegant design that we've had on our previous routers.
Kind of that crosshatch kind of black plaid or black
exactly.
pattern there you guys have. Excellent. Several LED indicators on the very front here. Looks like the LAN 1 through 4, right?
Yep.
WAN side, that must be the internet, right?
Yep. And then USB 3 and 2.
Right.
And then both bands, the 5 and the 2 gigahertz, and then as well as the power. Yep.
Excellent. I'll just flip it around to the back, maybe show you guys a little bit more. Of course, you got your I/O here.
Unlike some of our other routers, we've kind of decided to go with a built-in stand on this one to try to optimize reception and signal throughout people's houses and homes. So this is going to be standing up. The AC66U, our previous model, had a stand that was optional that you could adjust and kind of attach to the back for if you wanted to really get optimal signal going. So this one has the stand built in, and as you can see on the back, we have our traditional 4 LAN ports, our WAN port, USB 3 to power, as well as on the side here we have Wi-Fi on and off and the WPS switch. Yeah, so
you got your radio switch as well as WPS. Yep. I think you mentioned too that maybe the LED light here, you can actually shut the LEDs off,
yeah,
right?
So that's just a little feature there for the bottom ASUS logo here. The LED will just turn on or off, and you can kind of set it up how you want to set it up.
Kind of make
and then
it so
of course,
right.
like every other device or router, up top here, kind of built into the grill is a little reset button. So if you need to go ahead and set it back to factory, you can go ahead and do that.
Nice, and you don't need to have a little paper clip. It's I could just use a pen and poke it right in there.
Yeah, you can actually usually with this one you can get your finger in there too.
Jeez,
so.
Oh, I guess I can.
There you go.
No tools necessary. Yep. Excellent.
And you did mention, yeah, so this does come with the Turbo QAM. It is important to note, though, that for the Turbo QAM to work, though, the client also has to support it. So whatever adapter that you're using, whether it's a USB adapter, an integrated adapter into your laptop's Wi-Fi or phone's Wi-Fi, or a PCI Express card, that also has to support the Turbo QAM to get the 200 megabits per spatial stream. That's
a really good point. And on that note, you did bring a couple more in. Do you want to start on your right?
Yeah, so on my right here, this is the only one that I'm aware of for PCI Express. So this is a 3x3 solution. This is our PCE AC68. So this is a PCI Express card that will fit into any PCI Express slot, really. Oops, let's bring the box back up here. So you can see that it is a 1X connection, so you can put it into 1 or 4 or 8 or 16X slot, and you'll be good to go.
Pretty hefty heatsink on there as before.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, of course, you can attach the antennas directly to the back of the card. The box also comes with a low-profile bracket if you want to throw it into a low-profile case.
That's always
or a case that requires it. And then, of course, we can route it out to this antenna stand, which is also magnetic, so you can go ahead and position it hopefully better for better reception, maybe on the side of your case or on the top of your case, and don't have to worry about it sliding around.
It's very nice, actually, adding the magnetized base to that. Very cool. And of course, since you do have the SMA plugs, you could technically just use a different one if you wanted to. You could use different antennas.
Of course.
So you have your choice with those.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, and I guess we're going to move along to my left, the USB AC56, right? This is a USB 3.0 based AC wireless antenna, or AC wireless adapter, I should say. I'm actually going to pull it out here because you do have this extension.
Yep. So kind of just like the PCI Express card, this is also a dock just to kind of remove it away from the actual device and maybe get better signal for it. You can see that, so this is a USB stick, so much better for portability. It is USB 3.0 based, so you're not going to be limited speed-wise on 802.11ac, and it is a 2x2 solution. So on the AC side, it's going to max out at around 867 megabits on the theoretical speed, and then on the 2.4 gigahertz side, using the Turbo QAM technology, it'll max out at 400 megabits. So that's how we come up with the AC 1200 moniker. Very nice. I'm actually going to go ahead and unscrew this. Yeah, so this might be something a little unique that we haven't really seen much before on USB adapters, but you just unplug an antenna there, and that's an amplifier antenna. So
nice.
The device itself is a 2x2, so it's got 2 receive and 2 transmit antennas, and then that antenna that you're is essentially optional. You can just connect to it to just amplify the signal and get a little bit better range.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, and I like the fact that, being that it's portable, you could just slap on the covers on both sides and just throw it right into your laptop bag. It kind of makes sense to keep all those connections kind of clean and protected.
Yep.
And is it a WPS?
We have our WPS, yeah.
Okay.
So for those not familiar, I'm sure you've gone over it plenty of times in different router reviews, but the WPS will allow you to just make a simple and easy connection back to your router by hitting the WPS on the router and the WPS on the adapter, and it'll sync up and create that connection. Allow it to have a secure connection between the two. Well, very, very easy and simple to do if you don't know much about wireless or you don't want to mess around much with any of the AES. Yeah, I think one more thing that we should mention as well, I think a lot of the viewers might be interested, is NVIDIA's coming out with their grid technology. That's right. And with their NVIDIA Shield, and people will be PC streaming from their PC to their Shield, or from NVIDIA servers over to their Shield or to their PC. And so NVIDIA is basically game stream certifying routers. So this RT-AC68U, the RT-AC66, the RT-N56, and we have a few others that will be on the list shortly, and people can already go to the NVIDIA site as well as the ASUS site and look for the GameStream certified logo, and those will be certified by NVIDIA to operate for those. Fantastic. So those of you out there looking to take advantage of NVIDIA Grid or NVIDIA Shield, this is a good start, right, to be able to look for that certification, and obviously ASUS doing a great job trying to make sure that everybody else knows if you're a gamer, ASUS is trying to support you. Yeah. So awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, Nick, for coming in. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been very educational for everybody out there as well as myself. We want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to any of our various YouTube channels, and we'll see you guys soon.